we all submitted straight standing figurative a piece of Cinque, capturing his likeness or whatever. Mine was more in the buff. I just had his loincloth thing on. So they put these things on exhibit at a bank, and the comments that they got on my piece was, well, that's a nice figure, but he's going to get awful cold standing in New Haven, Connecticut in this loincloth. You see? So luckily, it was good enough that they kept 3 of us. They kicked 2 out. I was one of the 3. Now it's a matter of coming back to New Haven. Now they want to get more in depth of the Amistad incident, the role of the overall incident itself and how it related to Cinque and all that, but and how it relates to New Haven, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm faced with trying to figure out what do they want, So I'm hearing all these things, and I bring it back here, and so I'm sitting at my desk one day. If you can picture a desk, there was a desk up there one time. If you can picture this, I'm sitting at the desk drawing, and I actually got a picture of myself at that desk drawing. And I just started drawing a prow of a ship, a boat prow, front of a boat, right? And then all of a sudden, something said, put a figure. I just drew a kind of a rough figure in that. And I thought, how to tell the story. One figure doesn't tell the story. But if you include bas relief, panel coming out of, and then you can put more stuff on it, right? So then I thought, okay, what is the key ingredients of the Amistad? A, the kidnapping, being in his own homeland in Sierra Leone prior to being kidnapped, right? Then been kidnapped, brought to America, put on trial, standing in a courtroom. Then trial's over, they win the case, they're able to go home. How they go back home? They go back home on another boat. So now I'm thinking, I got 3 things here going on. I got him in Africa, courtroom, and returning home on this tabloid. Boom, boom, boom. But at the top of this thing, there was nothing. It was just kind of a triangular thing with the figures coming out on one side, back side, that other side, right? And a boy pointing to a bird flying one way and a bird going the other way on the other side. So I make that up in this little small marquette, right? Now I'm thinking this ain't gonna fly. I mean, I don't know, I don't know. It was genius.
But could they see your genius?
Are they gonna be able to see it?
Yes. And they loved it. And when did you dedicate the Amistad Memorial, and how big is that?
Amistad was 8-foot figures of him in 3 sides. And the overall thing was probably about close to 10 to 12 feet tall as it peaked at the height of the prow.
And it sits where?
Right in front of City Hall, the actual old City Hall with new additions in a plaza area right in front of it. Faces Yale, faces the green, faces the historical 3 churches, colony churches.
In the New Haven.
And then Yale's on the other side of those, the green, see, on the other side of those churches, faces that.
And what year was that at?
92.
92. So we
Now we're going now. We're kicking now.
So now you are like,
92,
hey, I got this.
My boy hot.